political movement of all time there's ever been anything like this.
Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win.
And let's say that I like Taylor's music about 25% less now.
But you know what? Donald Trump likes my music 25% less.
Taylor Swift is shaking things up just when everyone thought her political stances were getting as high profile as her music. She goes and surprises the world by picking her boyfriend Travis Kelce over Vice President of the United States Kamala Harris. Can we talk about priorities? Taylor has been all in with her public support of Harris, using her platform to boost voter turnout and urging young fans to choose their next leader wisely. But on the night before the election, when Harris held her final rally in Pennsylvania, Taylor was nowhere to be seen. Instead, she was spotted front and center with the Kansas City Chiefs, dressed in a red, black, and gold leather jacket that screamed, "I'm here for my man." Taylor's seat at the rally was left glaringly empty as rumors swirled that she was expected to attend Harris's event in her home state, but it looks like love won out over politics. This time, by the time she arrived at Arrowhead Stadium, it was clear she had made her choice, settling in beside her mom Andrea and Travis's mom Dawn, an unmissable trio of support. Brittany Mahomes' wife to Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes was right there too, and even though she's openly backed Trump, she and Taylor have been thick as thieves, sharing laughs and cheering on the Chiefs like the season's top cheer squad. Political divides aside, Taylor was there to support Travis, and nothing was going to get in the way of that vote.
You look so beautiful.
This didn't stop her from doing a bit of damage control on social media, though. After the game, she jumped on Instagram to remind fans to vote, calling it their last chance before Election Day. She just wrapped up the U.S. leg of her AOS tour in Indianapolis, and fans were riding high for her performances. So the reminder was timely, maybe even a bit strategic. But despite Taylor's best efforts, the results were not what she or her fans had hoped for. As the ballots came in and the dust settled, it was clear that Harris had lost the election to Donald Trump. The fact that Trump and Taylor have had more than a few public run-ins only made the defeat sting a little more.
Added my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me.
Back and forth between the two, but I would say this, I think that for Vice President Kamala Harris, she had a lot of headwinds.
Yeah, but she also lied. She lied that President Biden was healthy. I think that was a problem.
Democrats win with a multiracial coalition. Democrats literally did not win this time because they did not hold that multiracial coalition.
I believe the greatest political movement of all time there's ever been anything like this. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. Clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
People who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. Stop trying to make the world a better place You have power.
Trump has never held back when it comes to voicing his opinions, and he even took a few jabs at Taylor, calling her out by name during a rally. He apparently hates her stance on Harris and didn't shy away from letting people know it. But the drama didn't stop there, as if Taylor and Travis didn't have enough on their plate with a high-profile relationship, political involvement, and an undefeated Chiefs season. The tension between Taylor and Trump's supporters hit another level when a banner supporting Trump flew over one of her hairs to her shows in Miami. Some fans took it as a blatant message that Swift's influence, which she thought could sway the younger generation, wasn't as powerful as she believed. Trump's win over Harris only added to the strain, and while Taylor's backing of Harris was largely symbolic, it clearly ruffled feathers on both sides of the aisle. Interestingly, Travis has managed to keep himself out of the fray as much as possible, although Swifties and the NFL fandom have speculated on whether he might lean a certain way politically, especially since his girlfriend was so vocal. Kelce has chosen the high road by staying silent on the matter. Some think he's just trying to avoid the toxicity that often comes with public political declarations, especially when it involves such divisive figures. In fact, his approach could be described as strategic silence, letting Taylor speak out while he focuses on the game and keeps his fan base from splitting over his political stance. Even after Election Day, when Democrats were licking their wounds and social media was ablaze with frustration, Kelce stayed out of it. He posted a few photos from the Chiefs' win over the Buccaneers, instead celebrating his career best performance with 14 catches for 100 yards.
Quick throw, there's Kelce. They've had through the early part of this season. So what she was able to do raising him. No doubt about that. Here is one dropped off for Kelce. Travis brought just shy of midfield. Toss, Kelce. Held him to at least 3 yards. Kelce makes the catch. Here's Kelce driving near first.
Some fans cheered for his gameplay, but others didn't think it was the right time to celebrate anything, especially right after Trump had been declared the winner. In the comments, fans were split. The ones who didn't hold back were brutal, saying things like "Rid the room, Travis," and "Bro, now's not the time." Others chimed in with "Not a good look, Kelce," and even rescheduled this celebration. Some even speculated that the post was Kelce's way of quietly making his stance known, a sly CL flap back at the Democrats without directly picking aid. It's hard to say if that's true, but one thing's for sure, Travis knows how to keep people talking. Then, to add fuel to the fire, mega comedian Tony Hinchcliffe's opening set at a Trump rally was the talk of the town, but for all the wrong reasons. This joke really took things to a dark place when he compared Travis Kelce to O.J. Simpson, insinuating the NFL star might be the next infamous ex-player tied up in a headline-grabbing scandal. The audience didn't seem too amused, and neither were Swifties. It didn't help that Hinchcliffe's remarks included some of the most cringeworthy, outdated stereotypes possible, dragging in race, religion, and more. When it came to Taylor, he went straight for her in her endorsement of Harris, throwing out tasteless barbs that quickly turned the crowd's reaction icy. The backlash on social media was swift, no pun intended.
Great athletes. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson.
Accusing him of overstepping in the worst possible way, Swifties were especially fuming about the Kelce-Simpson comparison, calling it disturbing and disgusting, with many speculating that the roster could be seeing legal repercussions for dragging Taylor and Kelce's names into his act. The Trump campaign, for his part, was left doing some serious damage control. A senior spokesperson put out a statement insisting that Hinchcliffe's views weren't reflective of Trump's campaign, but the damage had already been done. People couldn't help but wonder why someone so unfiltered had been given a platform at such a high-stakes event, with the campaign left scrambling to separate themselves from his remarks. The public wasn't buying it, especially with Trump's history of making provocative statements himself.
And let's say that I like Taylor's music about 25% less now, okay?
Bill Bredesen over Blackburn.
Meanwhile, Brittany Mahomes, who had previously shown her support for Trump, managed to stay out of this mess. She navigated her friendship with Taylor surprisingly well given the political clash between their beliefs. Despite the differences, she and Taylor have remained good friends and their bond has become almost symbolic, showing that sometimes friendships can transcend political divides. It's a refreshing change in the otherwise polarized world of celebrity relationships, where every little move seemed to be a potential headline.
Actually, like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. She's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it.
Brittany is
Mahomes.
Yeah, they're Mahomes. They're great friends.
The wife of the great quarterback, and he is a great quarterback.
The other thing, just from a security
So you
standpoint,
think
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I need to be on the right side of history, and if he
Taylor-
doesn't win, then at least I tried. So frilly and spineless of me to stand on stage and be like, "Happy Pride Month, you guys!" But you know what? Donald Trump likes my music 25% less.
Here's where other not here.
You know what? This is gonna sound really ridiculous, but I can't move past here.
So what's next for Taylor and Travis as Trump settles back into the Oval Office and Taylor heads to Canada for the next leg of her tour? Fans are left wondering if her political involvement will take a back seat in her relationship. Her stance on voting and civic engagement will probably always be a part of her public persona, but it's clear that dating a high-profile athlete has brought a new dimension to her life. And with a new president in office who's openly hostile to her, there's no doubt she'll be navigating the next few years with both eyes open for Kelce. Things seem to be a bit more straightforward. His team is on fire, and he's making career-defining plays week after week with an undefeated season on the line. His fans just want him to focus on football, and he's more than happy to oblige. But no matter how he tries to avoid it, the political drama surrounding his relationship with Taylor, and by extension Trump, has found a way to creep into his life. It's going to be fascinating to see if he can keep his political cards close to his chest, or if Swift's outspoken advocacy will draw him into the fray as the world watches the NFL season unfold and the next chapter of Taylor's tour begins. All eyes are on this powerhouse couple. Will Taylor's strong political views impact their relationship long-term, especially with Trump back in office? Can Kelce maintain a political stance as his girlfriend becomes a louder voice in American politics? And most of all, will they manage to keep their love life separate from the political storms swirling around them? This chapter in Swift and Kel's romance isn't just about young love or supporting each other's careers. It's about navigating fame, politics, and a divided fan base. While staying true to themselves, Taylor's choice to skip a rally and support her boyfriend sent a clear message about her priorities, even if it was a tough pill to swallow for some of her fans. And for Travis, the NFL season might be the easy part. It's the politics of dating Taylor Swift that could prove to be his real challenge. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.